Hi. This is my third attempt at making this happen. I now feel I have played my intro. I am now live. It says I'm live, which is good because the last time I did it, I might as well have been dead because I wasn't there. It was just a space. There was no me. So this time we've got it right. Please, please, Lord. Our word for September is courage. Courage, courage. We're getting to the pointy end of the year, and this year has moved so fast, so quickly. It's just been ridiculous. And this card for me is always about investing in yourself. Everybody's really tired. This year's just got away from us all. So this card is about buy the new dress, get your hair cut, get a massage, do whatever it is that you need to do. If there's something you've been putting off starting, do it now. Invest in yourself. You deserve it. You've made it as far as September. So you deserve something good. So invest in yourself. The secret to that one is not feeling guilty about investing in yourself. Okay, thank you. Five of Swords. Fives for me are always the oh shit moments. It's time to pause and stop and think and start making decisions. Anything that's not working for you in your life, it's time to think, why am I continuing on this path when it's not making me happy, or I'm putting up with stuff? This is driving me insane. I'm exhausted. I'm not getting any support. That's your oh shit moment. So I think maybe there's a conversation needs to be had. Maybe that's where the courage comes in. It's about stop faffing around and maybe get stuff sorted that's been happening and hanging over your head for a while. Oh, this is lovely. We're coming to the end of a chapter. Really interesting card for September because we had the March equinox where things were kind of all got lit up. All our little seeds got lit up. Hi, Fee. The September equinox is next, and that's when things get set in stone. That's when everything, all the work that everybody's been doing with their seeds of light and all the stuff that energy raising and raising the consciousness has been happening. Come September equinox, I think it's the 23rd, that's when this brand new beginning starts. It's new energy, a brand new start, a rebirth, a complete, everything that we've been working for gets set in stone, which is glorious. Relationships. Time to get your relationship on track. Time to, hi Anessa, hi Shelley. Now, relationships aren't just, hi Trace, relationships aren't just romantic relationships. Relationships are anybody that you're having a relationship with. So it could be family, it could be friends, it could be anybody, it could be work. If you've hit the oh shit moment, invest in yourself, get it sorted. Hi Mirani. Oh, nice. The Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing. The tide is turning. This card for me always, for me, it symbolizes protection. It's things are changing. There might have been some rough seas, but this card says, know that you have protection all around you. Know that your guides and angels are with you. Know that everything happens in divine timing. That's what this card signifies for me. It's protection, financial protection, emotional protection, physical protection, spiritual protection. That's what that card means for me. And it just feels like no matter what you have to clear out, the way ahead is clear. Just be really brave. Okay. I usually only do 5 of these cards, but I'm getting a bit carried away with myself today. I think I need some more. Hi, Myrtle. The Tower moment. Everything gets all shook up. My take on this is your life gets put in a snow globe and it all gets shook all over the place. All you need to do with this is wait till the snow settles again. Tower moments, a lot of people don't like them, and they think, oh my God, everything's going to change. And they focus on what if it all goes wrong? My thing with the tower moment is that sometimes it all goes right. It clears out anything that you don't need anymore. It clears out anything that's not serving you anymore. On the other side of that tower moment, things are better. Ace of Shields. New energy coming in. Finance, money coming in. No more struggles. It just feels like everything, once that snow globe gets all shook up and the snow settles, new beginnings, new starts around everything. I like these cards. I think the key in this is the courage. Everybody seems to be a wee bitty lost at the moment, and people are coming asking, what do I need to do? Where should I be going? And all I've been doing is saying to people, it's timing, it's timing, it's timing. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Let's see what these three say. With these ones, anything you choose or all of them, whatever you feel resonates with you. Visualization. Because we're starting this nice new chapter and we're marching forward fearlessly and being brave, visualize what you want this new beginning and this new chapter to look like. Get really clear in your head about it. Now, if you're doing this visualizing stuff, there's got to be action as well. You can't just set it in your head and think, well, I've visualized it, so it's all just going to appear. It's all about baby steps. You need to do the baby steps to get to where you need to be with the visualization. God helps those who help themselves. That's the resounding sound around that. It will be there, but you need to do the work. So visualization, really important. What else have we got? Oh, look. All your problems are going to go away in September. If you visualize what it is that you want, and you're really brave, and you invest in yourself, and you understand that you're surrounded by protection, that no matter where you go or what you do, someone has your back. Your guides are working with you. Your angels are around you. This clearing to start the whole new beginning in September. That's what we're at the moment. Ooh, it's getting better. Detoxification. Detox. Clear out anything that's not working. Be brave. I keep getting back to this. Be brave. Don't put up with anything that's not working for you. Sometimes we stay quiet for peace. Sometimes we stay quiet because we know if we open the conversation, we're not quite sure what it's going to look like. We're maybe a bit scared if we start that ball rolling, what it's going to look like. That can be really frightening. If you're in that space, my thing to you, your question for yourself is not what if I do this? Your question to yourself is what if I don't do it? If I don't do it, if I don't stand up for myself, if I don't clear out what's toxic in my life, if I don't move forward to make the baby steps, to make the changes, nothing's going to change. And 6 months down the track, you're going to be stuck exactly where you are at the moment. So I would say start clearing anything that's not serving you. Make it go away. Send it off with love and light. Off you pop. Miracle healing. I've just spoken to somebody. I've spent the afternoon with a friend of mine, and we're talking about healing. We were talking about if you do the healing now for you, you clear trauma 7 generations behind you and 7 generations in front of you. So anything that has affected you, this is all like inner child stuff. Anything that has affected you that you have allowed to continue in your life, whether that's feelings of no confidence, feelings of no self-worth, feelings of not being good enough, whatever it is, it's all crap. As my friend Susie would say, chuck it in the fuck it bucket. New beginnings, new start. Stuff happens for you, not to you. The only time you'll get stuck is if you don't learn the lesson, because it'll just keep coming back. It's like a freaking boomerang. Oh shit. Sorry, my computer had a hissy fit. Yeah, it just keeps coming back at you. It just straight back at you if you don't deal with it. It's you get caught in this storm, and every 3 months or 6 months or whatever, you're having the same issue over and over and over again because you're not getting to the bottom of it. You're just adapting your behavior, changing things, using all the tools in your toolbox to try to force something to happen. An open, honest, from the heart conversation is much easier than faffing around and being afraid. Sometimes it is scary because you don't know how it's going to end up. But if you think about that protection all around you, usually the end is better and clearer than what you've got happening at the moment with the shit hitting the fan all over the place. So I would say have that conversation. If I've got to have a really difficult conversation, I go over it in my head and I think about, okay, how can I frame this? Because I'm not very tactful. How can I frame this without upsetting people? I can take responsibility for how I feel around this situation. And I feel like this because of this. So we could do this or we could do that. Give people alternatives to get to the end of it so that you're not backing people into a corner where you're going to get into a confrontational situation. I've just pulled another card and it says kindness. And that's, I think, the crux of this. It's about whatever it is that you have to do or that you have to say, be really gentle around it and take responsibility for it. Because how you feel is your bit. What they're doing is their stuff. If you start, like you're doing this to me, you're doing that to me, you make me feel like this, then that's blame and shame. And then people just get defensive. They dig their heels in. And before you know where you are, you're in an argument that there's no winning from because you've shut them down right at the beginning. So try to do it really gently and give people alternatives, because the next card I've pulled is moving forward fearlessly. That's another one that's hard. Again, with your intuition, trust. I don't know what's happening with these cards today. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. You can fool yourself and you can fool other people, a lot of the time. But if you don't take responsibility and you're not honest with how you feel and you're not honest, you're playing silly games. It's like, it will be okay. I'll just hang around and see what happens. It doesn't work. What if I don't do this? I'm going to still be here in 3 months. I'm still going to be here in 6 months. I'm still going to be in the same situation in 12 months. If you're happy in that situation, that's fine. Stay there. But if there's stuff that you have to clear, I would say, be honest. I'm going to sneeze. I'm so sorry. Can anything else go wrong on this podcast? Let's do a couple more because it's talking to us. Environmental awareness. Be aware of the environment around you. What you want is, thank you for blessing me. What you want is a calm, peaceful, comfortable environment, somewhere where you can breathe, put your feet up, and just be yourself. Be aware of where you are and what situations you're putting yourself into, because I think that one's really, 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 really important. If you've got a difficult conversation that you have to have, I would say go for coffee. Go somewhere where it can't explode on you. Go somewhere where you can talk quietly and there's no opportunity for an explosion or an outburst, if you're brave enough to do that. But that one's important. Be aware of your environment. My cards are giving us a whole story. There's one hiding. Honoring your true feelings. It cannot be clearer. Being honest with yourself and honoring your true feelings. No more playing pretend. No more putting band-aids on broken legs. This is a time to stand up and be counted. It's moving forward fearlessly. There might be a bit of shit in the middle that you have to deal with, but baby steps to get you there. Know that on the other side of it, you'll be okay, because this card says feeling safe. And if you're in a toxic situation, this one's really, really important, because in that space, you're on high alert, you're hyper vigilant, your adrenaline's coursing through your body at 100 miles an hour. It's like you can't settle. It's a horrible feeling. It's that being on edge all the time. Horrible, horrible feeling. So again, be honest with yourself and be aware of the space that you're in and what it's doing to you. You know, like if you're working in a really toxic environment, the minute you walk through the door, you can feel it. You can feel that energy in the air and it whacks you. And if you're, I know everybody on here is very aware of energy. You're all very aware of it, and you know that people's energy just comes at you before even their words have. So this one is really important. That what I said earlier, if you've got a difficult conversation, do it somewhere where you feel safe. How many more? Letting go. Let go. Swing round the kitchen singing, let it go, because this is what we need to do. We need to, anything that's not serving us, let it go. Positive expectations. Thank you, cards. Assume that everything is going to be all right, and it will be. If you go in with a positive expectation, sometimes when you've got to do this confrontational stuff or this difficult conversation stuff, you think, oh my God, what's going to happen? This is never going to work. They'll say this, they'll do that, blah, 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 blah. You've visualized all the wrong things, you know? So if you're doing this visualization, visualize the right. Visualize it's time we had this conversation. Visualize we need to clear the air. We've been going round and round in circles forever and ever and ever. So let's go in with this positive mindset that no matter what happens, there's going to be a good outcome. One way or the other, there's going to be a good outcome. 2 more, they're telling me. 2 more. I've got a big pile of cards here. Look inside yourself. That's the same as being honest with yourself. Because I'm getting so many of these cards, be honest with yourself. Look inside yourself. What's the other one that came out? Honor your true feelings. I think maybe people have been hiding. I can't get this right. Look inside yourself. I think when you've been in that place and you've got stuck, this looking inside yourself and being totally honest with yourself is really hard. And the self-reliance card, you can do this. You can do this. If you think about all the stuff that's already happened in your life, think about every time the shit hits the fan and you think, oh my God, it's never going to be fixed. It's never going to be right. I'm going to be stuck in this horrible mess forever. You've always came through it. One way or another, you've got to the end of it. You're still standing and you're probably stronger now than you were back then. So trust yourself. Trust yourself that you can do this, that you can rely on yourself and you don't need anybody telling you what to do or pushing you into things that you don't want to do. I'm going to do messages from Spirit because I'm sure they've got something to say. I want you. These difficult times will pass. Nothing bad lasts forever. The sun will shine again, the birds will sing, and the clouds will clear. And you will be glad that you kept moving forward. You will soon be rewarded for your patience. Hold on. You are far stronger than you think. With this equinox that's coming up, the new beginning and the new start, I think at the moment it's really important that we do that. We get ourselves grounded. We get ourselves sorted. For the first time in God knows how many years, I just feel It's time for you to put yourself first and not be taking everybody else into consideration, because at some point you because all of you, every single one of you on here, do so much for other people that you've got lost in this. Who does stuff for you? Where are you in all of this storm? You're putting band-aids on broken legs, you're running interference, you're making sure everybody's okay. And I'm pretty sure most of you are exhausted. It's exhausting because it's never ending. So I would say try really hard to put your big girl pants on and get brave and sort things out, and only do it one at a time. You don't need to, you've got a whole month, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I just feel that's what you need to do. You need to sort your shit out, because people can only piss you off if you let them. That's where that sits. If it doesn't have any effect on you, it will stop happening because they're not getting any payoff. If you're in a toxic situation, you might not be able to clear what's happening. It might still be happening around you. But what you can do is say, I am not going to let this mess up my life. I am not going to let anything this with my bliss. That's their stuff. I'm in my bubble. It can't affect me. It's them projecting their negativity onto me. I don't want it. I got enough shit my own to deal with without dealing with other people's. I don't want it. So whatever they say, just let it bounce off you. Sometimes it can be really, really hurtful. But if people don't value you, don't appreciate you, don't respect you, don't beg them to like you. Don't beg them to be in your life. If a door shuts, there's a reason for that door shutting, whether it's for your mental health, your physical well being, your spiritual growth. There's a reason. So I would say value yourself, know your worth. Every single person on here, I know most of you, in fact, I know nearly all of you. You are precious, precious, beautiful, kind souls, every single one of you. And that, like, spirituality is fine, all this cool in a caftan, love and peace, man. That's okay. But it's got to come back to you. And if it's not coming back to you, find people that will bring it back to you. Find your tribe. Find your family, soul family. I got, apart from my kids, like I'm here with my kids. And apart from them, I have no other family here. I've just got my kids and my grandkids. And so my family are my girls. My family are you lot. That's who my family are. I've got all these people around me who I value. They're so precious to me, and your friendships are all so precious to me because you're my family. You're the people in my life that I love. And I know that none of you would ever do anything to hurt me or to upset me. And I would rather have that kind of family than some other, people that aren't going to love me, who aren't going to respect me, who aren't going to value me. Phew, I don't need that. I so don't need that. I need people that see me as a person and who know me and who trust me and who believe in me. Because that's how I feel about all of you lot. All of you lot. Like, I'm blessed to have you guys in my circle. And I'm too blessed to be stressed because I just let anything that's not working for me, I just off it pops. I just don't need to engage with it if it's going to make me unhappy. If I let it make me unhappy, they've won. That's not happening. I am so not bringing anybody down. Shelley, my darling, I love you too, sweetheart. Yep, Shelley's got this. You guys are my tribe. And that's true. I've got so many people in this little group here and in other groups that we've all got each other's back. If something happens to any one of us, everybody's there going, are you okay? What can we do? Sending you love, sending you healing. That's the people that you need in your circle. That's the people that love you and value you. You know, if I didn't have you guys, all I've got is a husband and 2 kids. That's it. My little grandies. But you guys are what the family that I haven't got, the family that I left in Scotland. And I just want you to know that every single one of you are incredibly important to me. Incredibly important to me. You're my brand new soul family, and I love you all. So I've got cards everywhere here. They've been scattered across a wide area. I need to say thank you to Spirit for all of that guidance, because that was really, really important. That it's time for you. It's your time. It's your time to appreciate and value yourself. It's your time to allow yourself the freedom to be you. That's what it's about. It's about selfish. That word that got thrown at us when we were kids. You're selfish. Being selfish means you're looking after yourself. And that's really, really important. So I might just leave you with that. I'm blessed to have you all. I'm so grateful that you kick in, even although my technological skills are shit and I keep getting it wrong. I finally got here. It's not just the screen with no me. That was good cards for this point in my life. So I'll see some of you for our reading show, our live reading show, which is not this Sunday, but next Sunday. Everybody will get a reading that night, so pop in for that one. Until we meet again and I see you again, please stay safe, please stay warm, please keep smiling, please clear your shit. That's your homework. Sort it out. And I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Love you and thank you. Bye bye.